Aum Friends. In today's tutorial, we will understand how to recognize a tarot card. When we are doing a tarot card reading, we need to know the meanings of each of our 78 tarot cards by heart on our fingertips. But before reaching that space, the first thing we need is that we should be able to look at a card. The moment we look at a card, we should know which card it is. And that needs to happen very quickly. There are 78 cards. To be able to look at each card and instantly recognize which card it is can be a little daunting to begin with. But with a little practice, you will get there. In order to simplify this, I will ask you to look at the card in 3 steps and have 3 questions in your mind when you're looking at a card. So the moment a card comes in your hand and you look at it, you first see, is there any element of any suit visible on this card? That is the first question you ask. Can you see any element of the 4 suits? Which are the 4 elements of the 4 suits? First element, suit of wands, is the wand. Do you see a stick or several sticks with a few leaves on them? This is the wand. Do you see a wand on your card? Second element, this is the cup. Do you see 1 or more cups on your card? This is the third element, the sword element. The sword suit. Do you see any swords on your card? And this is the final suit, the suit of pentacles. Do you see any pentacles on your card? Is any of these elements of the 4 suits visible on your card? One possibility is your answer will be no. The other possibility is your answer will be yes. If the answer is no, then the card that you're holding is a major arcana card, as simple as that. Now, when you have a major arcana card in your hand, how do you recognize which major arcana card is this? There are 22 major arcana cards. Now look at this card. You see this card over here on top has a Roman number written on it, an X, a V, a 1 and a 1, I and an I. So X stands for 10, V stands for 5 and this stands for 2 single I's. So this is 17. You see 17 written here, but this is not the 17th major arcana card because the first major arcana card has a number 0 written on it. That is why the card with 17 written on it is the 18th major arcana card. This is how you understand that this is a major arcana card, and whicheth major arcana card it is found out this way. Now the simplest thing about learning Rider-Waite tarot deck, which is why we all begin with Rider-Waite tarot decks, is that you simply have the name of the major arcana written here. That really helps. It is not so in each deck. Sometimes you do not find it written, or sometimes you do not have pictures which are very elaborate. So now when you know that you're holding a major arcana, you know whicheth major arcana you are holding, and you also know the name of the major arcana card. One issue is sorted. So when a card comes into your hand, the first question you ask is, do I see any of the 4 elements? If no, it's a major arcana. You will be able to understand which major arcana by looking at the number and looking at the name. If the answer to the question is yes, I can see one of the 4 elements on my card, then it is a minor arcana card. What you're holding in your hand is a minor arcana card, as simple as that, with the exception of one card. Which is that one card? This card, the Magician card. This is a major arcana card, and it does not have just one element on it. It has the elements of each suit on it. It has the cups of the cup suit, it has the penta of the pentacle suit, you can see the sword and you can see the wand, so you can see one of each suit. This is the Magician card, this is a major arcana card. This is the only exception. Leaving this, all other cards, if you see one element on it, no matter how many in number, you see one element of a suit on it, then it's a minor arcana card. Now, identifying which card it is. So, now you see how many in number of that element do you see. Let us see through an example here. For example, let us look at this card. Over here, you see 7 written here and you see pentacle. You can count also the number of pentacles. In case you do not see in certain decks, in case you don't see 7 written here, just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You see 7 pentacles? This is the 7 of pentacles. If you see 2, it's a 2 of pentacles. If you see 2 cups, it's a 2 of cups. If you see 9 wands, then it is a 9 of wands. As simple as that. Let us look at one more example of a minor arcana. So over here you see the number 10 written and you see cups. So it is the 10 of cups. Even if 10 was not written here, you can see 10 cups over here. You can count. So this is the 10 of cups. Now friends, let us see what happens when you see a single element of a suit on your card. For example, you see a single cup. You have to first see who is holding that cup, who is holding that element. Is it a hand holding the element or is it a person holding the element? If it is a hand holding the element, then it is the ace of that suit. Let us look at this example. You see a wand here being held in a hand. This is the ace of wands. A cup in a hand, ace of cups. Sword in a hand, ace of swords. Penta in a hand, ace of pentacles. So if the suit is being held in a hand, if the element of the suit is held in a hand, then it is the ace of that suit. To make things simpler, in Rider-Waite deck, you will see in most of the Rider-Waite decks, you will be able to see the name of the card written. But there will be Rider-Waite deck adaptations where you will not see the name written. So in that case, this is how you identify the ace of any suit. Now, what happens if the suit element is held not in a hand, but by a personality, a person? In that case, we will have 4 options. In each suit, there will be 4 options. We will begin from the right, even though it is left to right, but then we will begin from the right to make it simpler for you to identify. See, king is the most obvious thing. If you see a king on a throne, wearing a crown, holding the element in his hand, then it is the king of that suit. In this case, he is holding a wand, so it is the king of wands. Had he been holding a cup here instead, it would have been the king of cups. Second card option will be, you will see a queen wearing a crown, sitting on her throne and holding the element of the suit. That makes her the queen of that suit. In this case, it is a queen of wands. Similarly, you may find a third character or personality, which is a knight. He will be on a horse and he will be holding the element in his hand. In this case, it is the Knight of Wands. Last of all, you will see a young man holding the element. That is the Page of Wands. In certain decks it is also referred to as the Princess. Now all of these are called as the court cards. So if you see a single element held by a character, a personality, a human being, then it is a court card. Friends, having understood how to recognize a card the moment you hold it in your hand, you need to practice this. Start looking at cards, open your tarot cards, draw them out one at a time at random, shuffle them, draw them, take a good look at them. The moment you draw a card, without thinking, you should be able to recognize the card without any delay. My dear friends, if you have any questions regarding today's tutorial, or for that matter any of the tutorials that you have seen until now, you can put those questions down on the comments section below. Also friends, if you have any suggestions or if there is any topic on which you would want me to make a special video, you can post that also in the comments section below. So friends, now having understood how to recognize a card, we will move on to understanding the significance and the meaning of each card individually. For that we will move on to our next video, and if you would like to be notified each time we upload new videos, subscribing to the channel is gonna help you. You can also hit the notification bell in that case. Friends, let us move to our next video.